Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Just building out on a Sunday, zone 4, trying to close out the year really strong. And one thing that's very top of mind for me is this idea of 2025 being the year that builders go viral. And the reason this is so top of mind is because when I talk to builders, the single most consistent ask is how do we reach more users? How do we lean in to the growth that Base is seeing to acquire more customers for our product to make it so that we can be more successful? And the Base team has done a lot of work over the last year to figure out how to make that happen. Because when we think about what success looks like, it's helping folks go from here to there. And this applies both at all of on-chain, where we've been building infrastructure for the last decade, and now it's time to scale it and bring the entire world on-chain, but also for every single person who's building an on-chain app. We want to help folks go from having a little prototype to having real people who are using it and having that grow every single day. And so over the last year, I think the Base team, we've invested a lot of time and energy in trying to figure out how do we kickstart that growth. And you probably see this happening in a bunch of different ways, right? Like if you go to my Twitter page right now, you can see that I'm just sharing Base apps, Fileverse, on-chain Google Drive. I love Interface, such a great way to discover new things going on-chain. Chunks, cool art, NFTs happening, people building new things. This local stablecoin that just got launched, IDRX. Me and the Base team, we're always looking for how do we share folks to help them get more reach? And how do we then pull in Coinbase distribution, Base distribution, Coinbase wallet to help folks get that kickstarted energy that can help them reach more customers? But at the same time, I think one of the big observations that we've had, and this has really come from feedback, where folks have said, hey, we're not feeling like we're getting as much reach as we could from Base, is that with the scale of the Base ecosystem growing, it's not really working anymore to have just one person or just one company driving a lot of that growth. And I think our big insight is that as we head into 2025, the only way that we can grow in a really viral way is if all of us work together to make it happen. And the way we work together to make it happen is by contributing to and building on top of a new on-chain social graph that all of us are building every single time we transact. And if we do that, when people build great apps and they plug them into the on-chain social graph, that graph will provide virality. And that's going to be a decentralized, scalable way for people who build awesome things to reach millions and then billions of new users. And so I want to share 3 examples where I'm starting to see this happen. The first is Warpcast. If you haven't checked out Farcaster, it's a lot like Twitter, but it's fully on-chain. And right now, people are launching products. Here's a product that Coop launched yesterday, and they're starting to go viral. 135 likes, 11 replies, thousands of views. This is Coop organically driving distribution. And if you scroll through the trending feed, you'll see a lot of that. People are launching new products. They're making announcements, and they're organically driving distribution to their apps. And that's the best kind of distribution. Here's another example, Interface. You can go in here and you can see everyone swapping. And that's driving eyeballs, distribution, virality to tokens and helping creators and traders get more reach. And then one final example is Clank, which is a UI built on top of Clanker, where people are creating tokens and then trading them. And I thought one really cool thing about how they built it is that they've actually built in the social graph. You can see the initial cast where it got launched. You can see how much virality is organically happening in the social graph. And that's giving us a lot of really valuable signals about what's really happening. And so going back to this chart, 2025 is the year that this happens. But the way it happens is if we take our collective energy and we direct it towards building organic viral feedback loops. One of the biggest ways we can do that is by putting more on-chain and then by building more surfaces that have viral distribution characteristics like a feed and like recasting, like retweeting, like hearting, like retrading, where we can actually get people organically sharing things. And if we do that, we're going to be able to see the best products shine through, and Base and me are going to continue to be a source of kickstarting, but we're not going to be a single choke point on overall growth. And so that's what I'm thinking about. I hope you're having an awesome Sunday. Keep building and stay based.